Hey there, fellow travelers. We're the Huffmans. Welcome back to our channel where we bring the latest and greatest in the world of travel and food. Today, we're sharing the highlights of our recent trip to Alaska. In May 2024, we spent a few days driving from Northern California to Vancouver, British Columbia, and sightseeing along the way. We took a northbound cruise on Norwegian cruise lines from Vancouver to Seward, Alaska, visiting Glacier Bay, Ketchikan, Juneau, and Skagway. We then did a 4-day road trip through the interior before taking a southbound cruise on Royal Caribbean, visiting Glacier Bay, Haines, Icy Strait, Skagway, Juneau, and Ketchikan. So sit back, relax, and join us as we share our adventures. Thank you for tuning in, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more exciting content.
Our first stop was Crater Lake, Oregon. We spent the first 2 nights of our trip in the Columbia River Gorge, and we were rewarded on the first night by seeing the amazing northern lights, the aurora borealis. Our next stop was the Grotto in Portland, Oregon. Then we visited the breathtaking Multnomah Falls and the other waterfalls in the Columbia River Gorge. Then we visited Mount St. Helens in Washington. On May 18, 1980, the bulging north face of Mount St. Helens slid into this valley, choking it with easily erodible landslide debris. The landslide triggered a tremendous lateral blast that destroyed 230 square miles of forest. Within minutes, the eruption transformed the land, removing vegetation and creating long-term flood hazards. Scientists and engineers worked to stabilize newly formed lakes and devise long-term plans to manage the sediment and protect downstream communities.
Once in Vancouver, British Columbia, we boarded the first cruise on our trip on the Norwegian Jewel. On the ship, we made our way to Seward, Alaska, visiting the Inside Passage, Ketchikan, Juneau, Skagway, cruised Glacier Bay, and then Hubbard Glacier before arriving in Seward, Alaska.
Here's a quick tour of the Norwegian Jewel. Once arriving in Seward, we made our way to Sterling, Alaska, and visited Exit Glacier, Kenai Lake, Upper Trail Lake, and Lake Portage.
While in Soldotna, we enjoyed delicious pizza at St. Elias Brewing Company, including a cheeseburger pizza. Then for breakfast, we enjoyed savory waffles and coffee at Brew at 602, which was in an historic trail car.
Then we made our way to Homer, Alaska, and enjoyed clam chowder and fish and chips on the Homer Spit. While staying in Anchorage, we drove to Palmer and visited the reindeer farm and the muskox farm. Then we went to 49th State Brewing Company in Anchorage for dinner and had the most delicious yak burger.
After spending a few nights in Anchorage, we drove back to Seward to board our southbound cruise on Royal Caribbean's Radiance of the Seas. While cruising back to Vancouver, we visited Hubbard Glacier, Haines, Skagway, Juneau, Icy Strait, Ketchikan, and the Inside Passage. Enjoy our photo tour of the ship.
Next up, we will show you some of the places we visited by cruise ship during this trip.